Now, what else is in here? Tool repairs. Yep, that's all. Further reading. Right. Jacob.
Yes?
We have just done the basics of this mod. That was the easy bit.
The easy bit?
The easy
We
bit.
just fucked around for what felt like 30 minutes trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And honestly, these bones tools are rather shite.
Well, come down here, Jacob. I know these bone tools are rather shite, but we can... I mean we can absolutely 100% make things better, right? Bone tools are for when you start a survival and you're sort of scratching the surface of Tinkers. You haven't quite got the materials yet, but it gets you through to the next phase, right?
Yes.
And let me just... Do you know what? I'm actually just going to clear my entire inventory here because we will absolutely need it. So, basically what happens is you take the next step, right? You can create... Oh, hang on. I need materials of you. Sorry. So the next step, what you need is you need to make you need to make a new material called grout. Okay? And to make grout, you have to combine clay, gravel, and sand together in a crafting table to make grout, right? And what
do we use this grout for?
You put grout into a crafting table with the materials and U book.
Right.
And that will create the next level, which is Tinkers Puny Smelting. There you go, Jacob. Actually, I'll do it because I'm recording.
Yeah, you're the cameraman. You'll need to read it.
This creates the Tinkers Puny Smelting book, which, Jacob, if you come through here, is round 2. Second stage.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So not only we're crafting, we're building too.
We're also building. So,
because it looks like some of these things will need to place.
This adds... Look, there's a few things that you need to learn about this, right? So, first of all, Tinkers Puny Smelting, obviously, if you put grout in a furnace, you will get a seared brick. That's what the importance of grout is, okay? So not only do you
make
need to make
bricks
the book,
out of grout.
Yes, not only do you make the book out of grout, you also need to, when you put it in a furnace, you make seared brick, which is going forward the most important material thus far, because you need seared brick to make all the cool smelting shit, okay? So anyway, next step forward. Seared bricks. So, in order to make a seared block, you have to combine 2 regular bricks and 2 seared bricks together. Okay?
Okay.
And in order to make seared glass, you put glass in the middle and surround it by 4 seared bricks. Okay? And to
I'm following you so far.
So you're doing that. So sorry. I told a slight porcupine there. This is one for the edit. Sorry. You mix 2 regular bricks together, and 2 seared bricks together to make seared cobblestone, and then you have to put that into a furnace. The seared cobblestone into the furnace to make seared stone, and then, in order to make seared brick, you have to put that into a furnace.
Okay.
So yeah, it works, and that gets you seared bricks. Seared glass is the same thing, just a piece of glass on a crafting table surrounded by seared bricks. A seared paver, so these are building blocks. You don't actually need these for, this is just a set. A seared paver, it's literally just 4 seared stone together in a crafting table. Triangle seared brick is, I don't actually know what that's new. I don't actually know what that is. What is surrounding that? I'll find out later. So, oh yeah, sorry. You put, to make seared bricks and triangle seared bricks, you put it in a stone cutter as well. Now,
Okay.
Are you following so far, Jacob? This is hard. This is hard.
I'm doing my best. I might need to read the instruction manual another 5 times, but
Yeah.
we'll get there.
Now, Jacob, this is the most important thing you can craft at this very moment in time.
Right.
This is the melter. So what you need to do here is you put the I can't talk tonight. What you need to do here is you put a furnace, 2 seared brick on either side, 2 singular seared bricks on either side of that, with a seared brick block in the middle, seared glass at the top, followed by 2 other seared bricks, singular bricks,
I see.
and that will get you
The melter, you called it.
the melter, which looks like this, which we will show you later on. Then what you have is after that we have different blocks as well. So here we've got copper cans and iron cans, which is very important, by the way. They're just like small bars, right? So basically, to create an a copper can, you just need 3 copper ingots. To create an iron can, you need an iron bar and 2 copper nuggets. And each one, now obviously the ideal one is a bucket, which holds the maximum capacity. Then after that, we have casting, which you need a casting table, which is this recipe here, which is singular seared bricks all around with leaving the bottom middle open, just in the shape of a table, and that will get you the casting table.
Now, with this castings table,
Yes?
do we put the stencils in the casting table, or rather some type of mold to
We need
catch
to make
something
molds.
from the melter?
Yes, we need to make molds.
Right.
Next
And then we
up,
put whatever we melt in the melter into said molds. Got it.
that is true. And we actually need to make casts. Now, at this stage, we're not making any fancy casts. It's just sand casts, okay?
Okay.
Which will deteriorate over time. And to make a sand cast, you just put a block of sand into a crafting table, and it will show up as a sand cast and all that. You can also, when you progress in the melting, you can also create gold casts, which last forever. Now, the next big thing, forever. Which the next big thing that we're going to craft now is the casting basin, which is this recipe here.
Okay, I see.
Seared brick in the opposite direction of the casting table, just in a U shape. So that's easy enough.
So we turn the table upside down. Okay, got it.
Indeed. And the next one that we're going to craft is the alloy crafter, which is 4 regular bricks in that pattern, a crafting table, a furnace, and 3 seared bricks at the bottom. Which is great. And the alloys that you can craft is raw pig iron, raw rose gold, and that's it. That's the only alloys that we can craft at this present moment in time.
Pig iron, rose gold. What about iron and gold? Are those just the regular base metals, I presume?
Yeah. That's pretty much
There's also... What's the difference between a copper can and a regular bucket?
Buckets hold more. Copper cans hold less, but they cost less to craft. So I would take some buckets if I were you, by the way, Jacob. So, now, Jacob, we are going to head outside.
Very well.
Into this next section. So we come out here, there's a traveling trader. So this, Jacob, is our work area.
Okay.
So, as you can see, everything we need is here. Now, In order...
Iron, gold, copper.
Let me just go back to the melter, because I am learning this as we go. This is going to be a hell of a long bloomin' video. Right, so we need, first of all, we need to put fuel in the melter.
And where do we get such fuel? I don't think there's any gas stations nearby.
No, the fuel comes in the way of coal. Over here.
Give me a moment. I'm getting rid of the fucking coyote that is driving me insane.
Oh, fair enough. So, what you want to do, Jacob, is when you've killed the coyote, right? From a different
Already
mod,
dead.
what you want to do is you want to come over here, right? And you want to just left click. And you see that red bar that's filling up?
Yes, I do.
We want to fill that up all the way.
All the way.
All the way. Now, next thing, we want to get our raw materials. So let's choose raw iron, right? All you have to do is stick that.
Oh, that's a blood red.
And that'll sort of melt away. Now, what we have to do is...
So, would you like to give me a quick guide on which blocks those are? Because I see the casting basin, the casting table, the melter on top, and what's down below?
That's all the melter. That 2-block stack is the melter. So...
oh, it's 2 blocks.
It's 2-block stack. This is the casting basin. This is the casting table. Now, this is our next thing, right? We need to make some sort of cast. I think the best course of action thus far is sand casting.
Sand casting.
Sand casting. Which we need.
Where is the sand?
Some sand. It should be here somewhere. It actually should be here somewhere.
I've yet to find any sand.
I don't think I have included it. Sorry, we're gonna have to go into the...
Oh wait, found some sand.
Oh, where?
The brick chest. 1 stack of sand.
Oh, where? Oh, in here.
No, this one.
This one? Oh, got it. Right. So yeah, there we go. So yeah. Alright, sand casting. So we need to make a sand cast. Now, I will throw this over to you. Now, if I am right, let's make... I'm going to make an axe again, right? So...
Okay.
Oh. So what we need is we need the basics, the fundamentals again. We need the axe pattern, the rod pattern, and the binding pattern, right? And then we come in here.
Right.
All we have to do is create the... Actually, I'm going to leave that for now. Just in case. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We don't need to cast that yet. So, what we do is... I think... Let me consult the book. Because this is the thing. Right. To craft the sand... Right. Okay. I know what to do. To create the sand cast, Jacob, for the last time, to create the sand cast, all you have to do is put a block of sand in your inventory, just 1 block, and that will create 4 sand casts. Here, do you want one?
Yes, I'll gladly take one.
Here you go. So if you just pop that in your crafting slot in your inventory, and that will create 4 sand casts.
I see. I have them.
Now
we go back to this table in here.
Nah. No? What we have to do is we are going to have to backtrack a little bit. So I'm going to get my bones here. Okay.
Very well.
So what we're going to do, and I hope I am right, because if not, we'll be here a lot longer. We're going to go to our part builder. I am going to craft a bone axe head and a bone rod. Okay?
Okay.
Now, these bone pieces are now going to be templates. Okay? So what we want to do is we want to go over to the casting table, right? Place the sand cast down, right? Then get the axe head, then right click. No, I'm wrong. I'm actually wrong. Hang on, let me read the book. Place the sand cast in the casting table. Add stone. We need stone. Fuck's sake, we need fucking stone. Now that we've got the stone materials.
Yes.
Like this, right? Now that we've got the stone materials, right? You just right click on here. Oh shit, sorry, you weren't watching. So you right click.
I'm right around the corner.
That's okay. So you right click and the stone cast, the stone axe head will go into the sand cast. Stone cast, you right click, the stone axe head goes into there, right? What you have to do is right click it again. And lo and behold,
here's your stone axe head back.
You have
an imprint left.
You have an imprint. Now,
how do we get that to pour out of there into that?
Well, you don't. This is where the Java edition of the mods differentiates from the Bedrock version, right? You need to get a bucket.
Okay.
And what you do is
there's
you
no
pick
like
that up
faucets or anything
with the bucket.
Did it disappear?
You need an iron can. You don't.
No, I have it in my bucket. I have a molten iron bucket.
Sorry, I have a molten iron bucket too. Sorry. Right, so.
Well.
And what you do is you just right click.
Right click?
Oh, wait, no, hang on. Oh, sorry. Shit. Okay, we're doing the casting basin first, right? This is the way you make iron blocks. Right?
Okay.
So, just left clicking that out. So I'll do that again.
So you have an iron block.
So if I get an iron bucket, right?
Yes.
And if I put the iron bucket into the casting basin, like so. Let it cool.
Right.
It will create an iron
block. So a block. Okay, that makes sense.
Which
now,
helps, right?
What does that have to do with the stencil?
It doesn't. We just cut ahead there because, like I said, we are learning. So what I want to do is I'm going to grab a copper tin, right? Okay, a copper can, right? I'm going to take that copper can, right? And then I'm going to go over to the stencil and right click. There we go. And lo and behold, you have an iron axe head. So then,
wonderful.
We are actually getting somewhere. Now, lo and behold.
Somewhere.
Are you watching this, Jacob? So, lo and behold.
Yes, I am.
We've set down the sand cast again. Would you like to do this one?
Sure.
There's the stone.
Pass me along that accent.
There you go.
Oh. Yes, the stone tool handle, and then I place that in.
Place that in.
I remove it, and then we have a sand cast.
Yes, you do.
Here. And then I take the bucket. Oh, no, we need a tiny bit more iron, if you have any.
What is it you need?
Iron.
Oh, I have iron.
It's not all the way full.
Hang on, let me, There you go.
Alright, and now you place it in the bucket, and I place it upon the table.
Not a bucket.
When it will let me.
Sorry, not a bucket. Copper can.
Okay, copper can it'll be. And there we go.
There we go. And then I'll right click off that, right? And then what we want to do is we'll come back inside. We've got our iron tool handle, and if I am correct, we need binding.
What can binding actually be made out of?
String.
Anything but string.
No, just string.
Just string.
So we need a
no leather or anything.
So if that's the case, we go iron tool handle, iron axe head. Hang on. I haven't created the binding, have I? I need string. Here, there's a spare binding. Right, so there we go. Iron hand. Fuck's sake. Iron handle. String binding. And an iron rod. Thus creates an iron axe. There you go, Jacob.
Well, thank you.
Now, that's just your bog standard iron axe. There's nothing special about that whatsoever. We've been using iron tools.
Well, it says it's magnetic, supposedly.
Oh, does it? Oh, fair enough. Right, so...
Yes, it pops up under the health and the speed.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Right, now, this is the next thing, right? Let's say... let me just take... Hang on. That out. Right. Let's say I want... Obviously, sandcasts are very, very annoying. Right? They are. I mean, that is literally... They are so unbelievably annoying. So, let's take some raw gold. Okay? And let's put the raw gold into the smelter, right?
Right.
And we'll take the can. Now, obviously, if you get a bucket and dump the bucket into the casting basin, that will get you what, Jacob?
Take the bucket, put it in the casting basin, that'll give you a block.
Correct. So, now, what we want to do is, if I am correct about this, I will take that copper can filled with molten gold, and I will... I hope I'm right about this. Stick that... I need to consult my notes. Right.
Very well.
Gold casts. Prep the mold. Pick any stone tool, right? Cast, and place it on the casting table. Okay, here we go. Right, stone tool. This is the problem. Right, so... What you do... That makes sense, actually. Put the stone tool down like that. Jacob, are you watching? So
yeah, I am.
You've got the two. You put the stone tool down like that, right? And then you put the. That's where I'm going wrong. That's where I'm going wrong. You need a bucket. Then you need a bucket of gold, right? And pour the bucket of gold in there. We wait till that cool.
Right.
Now, the bad news is, like the sand
takes
cast...
a whole bucket.
No, not only does it take the whole bucket, but your stone tool will get destroyed. But, on the other hand...
Stone's inconsequential in comparison to
you
gold.
You have a gold cast.
Right.
I didn't mean to do that.
And well, you now have a golden axe head.
You just break it, and there we go. We have an axe cast.
Wonderful.
Now, next up on the list, the alloy crafter. Way. So, this is the alloy crafter. Now, what you need to do, let me consult my notes, because this is getting into the complicated stuff now. Alloy crafter. Right, so, what we need, it literally works like a crafting table, but you need to mix together. So the alloy recipes should be at the back of this book, if I'm right. Oh, I'm going backwards, that's why. Shit. Okay, so, let me see. Pig iron. I hope it gives you the recipes.
Well, if you look up to maybe it's in a different book.
To create pig iron, you need to combine raw iron with blood.
Right.
And a bottle of something. Hang on. Oh, the rest. I'm being stupid. The recipe. Of course, the recipes are in here. Here we go. Right. So there are more than one. There obviously this is all like tier 3, but we can create raw rose gold, which is a mixture of
a mixture of
that looks copper and iron. Yep, copper and iron to make rose gold. And then you have also pig iron, which you mix honey, scarlet slime balls, and raw iron.
Scarlet slime balls.
We'll get to that in a
Where do you find these? Very well.
That's tier 3 stuff. Oh no, I think you find them through slimes in the world. I think scarlet slime balls you find in the nether. Actually, quite a lot of these tier 3 materials that we're about to see will be in the nether. But the alloy
Same
crafter,
with the
we will be using the alloy crafter a lot more later on. But the only the only two that we can craft is raw rose gold and pig iron. And rose gold, you literally just step in copper and gold, pig iron, all that other shite, and literally do the process that we have just done with them.
Gotcha.
Now, Jay, are you ready to move on to the next stage?
Sure.